We often think of honey as nature's miracle, and in many ways it is packed with antioxidants, soothing for the throat, gentle on digestion. It's a gift. But here's what most people don't realize. Honey can lose its benefits or even cause harm when it's combined with the wrong foods. That might sound surprising, but the truth is, just because two things are healthy on their own doesn't mean they belong on the same plate or in the same cup. In today's video, we're going to explore 3 food combinations you should never mix with honey, ones that can quietly cause bloating, reduce nutrient absorption, and strain your digestion. Then we shift gears and look at 3 healing combinations that enhance honey's natural power, calming your body, helping you sleep better, and boosting immunity. These are small shifts, but small things done wisely can make a world of difference, especially as we age. Let's begin with what to avoid. Part 1. 3 food pairings to avoid with honey. 1. Honey plus soy products. Picture this: a cup of soy milk with a swirl of honey. Sounds healthy, right? It seems wholesome. Soy is praised for being a plant-based protein, heart-friendly, and low in cholesterol. Honey brings its own set of benefits: natural energy, healing enzymes, immune support. But here's the hidden issue. Honey contains natural organic acids, things like gluconic acid and citric acid. When those acids come into contact with the dense proteins in soy milk or tofu, a chemical reaction takes place. That reaction is called protein precipitation, which is just a fancy way of saying the protein starts to clump. Your body can't absorb clumped proteins easily. Instead of being digested, they move through the system underutilized, and worse, they often cause bloating, heaviness, or discomfort, especially in older adults whose digestion is already more delicate. And there's more. In traditional Eastern medicine, soy is considered cooling, while honey is warming. Mixing the two is said to create energetic confusion, which, translated to how you feel, might show up as fatigue, indigestion, or simply a vague feeling that your body's off. 2. Honey plus tannin-rich teas. Now, let's talk about tea. For many, a hot cup of black or green tea with honey is a daily ritual, calming, natural, and good for the heart. But there's a problem hiding in that cup: tannins. Tannins are natural compounds found in tea, red wine, and some fruits. They give that dry, slightly bitter taste. While tannins have antioxidant properties, they can also bind with minerals, particularly iron, and stop your body from absorbing them. Honey, although small in iron content, contains trace minerals your body relies on, and when those minerals bind with tannins, they pass through your system unused. So, if you're sipping black tea with honey every day and struggling with low energy or fatigue, it might not be the tea or the honey, it's the combination, and let's not forget the temperature. Stirring honey into boiling hot tea can destroy its enzymes and subtle nutrients. A better approach: let your tea cool to about 130–160 degrees Fahrenheit before adding honey, warm enough to dissolve it, but not so hot that you kill the goodness. 3. Honey plus raw onion. This combination has been making the rounds online. Raw onion soaked in honey as a cough remedy. Yes, both honey and onions have health properties. Honey is antibacterial and soothing. Onions support the immune system and reduce inflammation. But together, they don't always play nice. Onions contain a compound called allyl sulfide, the same one that gives them their pungent smell. When mixed with honey and then digested, this compound can ferment, especially in a warm stomach, creating gas and bloating. For many people, especially with slower digestion, this leads to burping, heaviness, and abdominal discomfort. There is also evidence that certain enzymes in raw onion can interfere with honey's antibacterial action, neutralizing some of its healing effects. And while not confirmed by science, some traditional sources even warn that this combo may contribute to mild eye discomfort or dryness over time. In short, both are powerful, just not meant to be taken together. Part 2. 3 healing pairings with honey. 1. Honey plus warm milk. This is a tradition many of us grew up with: warm milk before bed. Add a spoon of honey and it becomes more than comfort, it becomes medicine. Milk contains tryptophan, an amino acid that your body turns into serotonin and later melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep. But here is the secret. Milk on its own doesn't always allow tryptophan to reach your brain efficiently. Honey's natural sugars cause a small, healthy rise in insulin, which opens the gateway for tryptophan to cross into the brain. Together, they become a powerful sleep support tool, especially helpful for older adults who struggle with restlessness, midnight waking, or anxious thoughts. Drink it warm, not hot, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Sip it slowly, let it be part of a ritual, and give your nervous system the gentle care it deserves. 2. Honey plus cinnamon. Now let's talk about circulation. As we age, it's common to feel cold hands, cold feet, maybe tingling in the limbs. That's poor blood flow, often linked to inflammation. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels and improve circulation. Honey brings anti-inflammatory properties to the mix. When combined, the two amplify each other's effects. You can stir half a teaspoon of cinnamon into warm water or herbal tea, then add a teaspoon of honey. Drink it in the morning to support your cardiovascular system, or in the afternoon when energy dips. Bonus, cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, so this drink may also help prevent the sugar crash that lead to irritability or fatigue. 3. Honey plus radish. It might sound like an odd couple, but radish and honey form one of the most effective natural cough remedies. Radishes, especially daikon, are rich in compounds that break down mucus, support the lungs, and fight bacteria. Honey, of course, soothes the throat and adds its own antibacterial properties. Here's a traditional preparation. Slice fresh white radish, layer the slices in a jar, and pour raw honey over them. Let it sit for 6 to 12 hours until the radish releases its juices. The result is a natural cough syrup, sweet, slightly spicy, and remarkably effective. Take 1 or 2 teaspoons a few times a day during cold season. This remedy is gentle on the stomach and supports the immune system without chemicals or side effects. So, what does all this mean? Honey is powerful. But like all powerful things, it must be used with awareness. Avoid combinations like soy, tannin-rich teas, and raw onion. They might seem harmless but can quietly tax your digestion, interfere with nutrient absorption, and reduce the benefits you think you're getting. Instead, pair honey with warm milk for sleep, cinnamon for circulation and clarity, and radish for lung and immune support. And remember, wellness doesn't always come from big changes. Sometimes it's the small, thoughtful shifts that support us most. If this video helped you, even in a small way, I invite you to share it with someone you care about. Maybe a friend who drinks honey tea every day. Maybe a loved one with a nagging cough. And if you'd like more grounded, practical health wisdom, subscribe to Elders Insight. We're here every week, offering quiet tools for a stronger, more balanced life. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Eat gently, rest deeply, and remember, your body is always listening.